Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mark J. Lagrimas, a BS nursing student. So my topic for today is bacteria. So what is bacteria? A bacteria is a microscopic prokaryotes before the nucleus. They are adapted to living in all environments. They exist everywhere. So bacteria are classified into two kingdoms. First is the eubacteria or the true bacteria. They have the larger kingdom, huge variety, and have a cell wall and has a peptidoglycan, a carbohydrate, and a cell membrane, so are very resistant to a damage. And number two is the archaebacteria, which is the ancient bacteria. No peptidoglycan in a cell walls, often found in a harsh environments. Some key DNA sequences resemble eukaryotes. So this is the example of the bacteria. It has plasmid, chromosomes, ribosomes, cytoplasm, pili, cell membrane, cell wall, capsule, endosphere, and flagellum. So outside the plasma membrane of most cells is a rigid cell wall that keeps the cell from bursting or collapsing due to osmotic changes by the peptidoglycan, a complex molecule containing a unique amino disaccharide and peptide fragments. And this is the bacteria structure. So as you can see, sir, so it has a flagella, pili, prokaryotes, nucleotide region, plasmids, and ribosomes. So it also has a cell membrane that regulates what comes in and out of the cell, and a cell wall that maintains the shape and form, and a capsule found in a virulent bacteria helps evade the immune system. So the reproduction in prokaryotes is a binary fission. So binary fission means it is the splitting of a parent cell into two daughter cells. It is an asexual reproduction in prokaryotes. Then in bacteria, genetic recombination can occur in three ways. First is conjugation. What is conjugation? So conjugation occurs when a bacterium passes a DNA to a second bacterium through a tube sex pilus that temporarily join the two cells. This occurs only between the bacteria in the same or closely related species. Number two, the transformation. So the transformation involves a bacteria taking up free pieces of DNA secreted by live bacteria or released by a dead bacteria. Number three is the transduction. Transduction is the bacteriophages transfer portions of bacterial DNA from one cell to another. Plasmids can carry genes for resistance to antibiotics and transfer them between bacteria by any of these processes. So plasmid, it is an extra bit of DNA used in sexual reproduction. So plasmids are also used in genetic engineering. Then the transformation of the DNA. So prokaryotic nutrition. So bacteria differ in their need for oxygen and the tolerance of it. So A is the obligate anaerobes. So obligate anaerobes are unable to grow in the presence of oxygen. This includes anaerobic bacteria that cause botulism, gas gangrene, and tetanus. Number two is the facultative anaerobes. These are able to grow in either the presence or absence of gaseous oxygen. And the third one is the aerobic organism, including the animals and most prokaryotes, requires a constant supply of oxygen to carry out a cellular respiration. So two is the autotrophic prokaryotes. So there are two types of it, the photoautotrophs. These are the photosynthetic and use light energy, water, and carbohydrates, carbon dioxide to assemble the organic molecules they require. Number two is the chemoautotrophs. These also use carbon dioxide and make organic molecules, but use energy from the environmental chemical reactions involving ammonia, sulfur, iron, and etc. These are called the methanogens. They are also called the thermoacidophile. The red stuff on the rocks, these are archaebacteria, as you can see in the picture. Three is the heterotrophic prokaryotes. These First type is the most free. These are the most free living bacteria are the chemoheterotrophs. They take in organic nutrients for energy and carbon. B is there are probably no natural organic molecule that cannot be broken down by some prokaryotic species. And the thrivores or the asoprophytic bacteria, these are the critical recycling materials in the ecosystem. They decompose dead organic matter and make it a synthesizer. So bacteria have very important role to play in breaking down materials in the environment. Some are harmful and break down material we'd rather keep, like this image of an infection of necrotizing fasciitis or a flesh-eating bacteria. So bacteria comes with different shape and names. So bacteria shapes are example the cocci. Their shapes are spears. Then the bacilli, their shape is rods. Then Spirilla, from the words itself, spirals. Then Streptococcus, stop in clusters and strep in chains. So gram staining, the gram stain procedure developed in the late 1800s by Hans Christian Gram differentiates a bacteria. So A is a gram-positive bacteria stained purple, whereas the gram-negative bacteria stains pink. So this difference is dependent on the thick or thin, respectively, peptoglycan cell wall. So these are the procedure. And the bacteria and you or us. So we will be viewing many types of bacteria like this. Streptococcus, Staphylococcus aureus. So Bacillus subtilis, easy to grow in the lab, not harmful, gram-positive. Then tetanus. Then Clostridium botulism, gram-positive, causes food poisoning that is sometimes fatal. So this also a form of botulism used in Botox treatments, as it paralyzes the muscles of a face and effectively smooths wrinkles. Results may vary. Then Yersinia pestis. So Yersinia pestis, this is a black plague. This bacteria was carried on the fleas of rats. It was responsible for the deaths of thousands of Europeans from the 8th to 14th century. So Bacillus anthracis or the anthrax. This infects mostly farm animals such as the cow, pigs, and the likes, and usually spread to humans through break of the skin. So Bacillus, Mycoplasmas, it causes pneumonia. Rickettsia rickettsii, a Rocky Mountain spotted fever carried by ticks. Then Escherichia coli or E. coli, Spirilla bacteria, Salmonella, then flush germs, syphilis, E. coli, gonorrhea, the black plague or the black death, culturing bacteria. Then next is we determine if the form is circular. Filamentous regular rhizode, then the circular form will appear perfectly round. The filamentous form looks like several tiny fibers overlapping one another, then irregular form and the rhizoid form. Then next is so that's for my report for the bacteria. Thank you, sir, for listening and have a great day ahead.